Darkfather here. We are live on Twitch, and as always, we are uploading this on YouTube. So if you see this on one platform, please consider checking the other one and follow me there as well. We also have a Discord server, so feel free to join us. You'll find links in the description and on our Twitch About section. So today, it's a new day for Wolcen. And we changed our build because yesterday Cybertop was telling us about an interesting version of this, which I feel like has slightly less damage, or maybe I built it wrongly, to be honest. But it has for sure huge advantage in survival, right? So practically what we are doing a toxic version, and I want to check something. Hey, hi Cargo. We are doing a toxic version of this and see how it goes. Though I wanted to check something specific. Yeah, new build. Yesterday Cybertop was looking to my build, and he said he has an interesting one as well. So I kindly semi-abandoned my build and trying to figure out this one. This one feels like it has a bit less damage than the one I was using yesterday, but clearly huge survival capabilities. So I just built it yesterday, so I don't know if I did it right or wrong. And I don't know if I want not everything I have here. So practically it's a shield build. And it's kind of have the same stuff I used to have. So let's test it in an expedition. I don't remember how we should play it though. Oh my god, this game sometimes. So let me see a little. Now this one has the Eclipse on block. I didn't check his setup on Eclipse. I do have a setup on Eclipse. Let's check the setup on Eclipse, by the way. It's Eclipse. This is Eclipse. So what did I take here? 4 shield on hit. Willpower cost, I don't think we need for something which is being triggered, right? Weapon damage seems awesome. Slow duration, don't use it as a slow. Ailment for bleed. Why does do only bleed? Does bleed. Send chance. Willpower generated on hit, we don't want that. Maximum range, of course we want. Projectiles are deflected rather than destroyed. That's an interesting one to get, I guess. Duration of the Eclipse stun. It's interesting for survival and it's not bad, but I'm just going DPS for now. Skill weapon damage. Blast an area of effect in all direction around you. That's interesting. Ailment damage. Frenzy chance. And critical. So I think I took the ones which are making a difference in terms of damage, and I took lighting, which doesn't make any difference because anyway they they will do whatever they do as part of that. So I'm on rage, and I'm still using consuming embers as last time. I feel like I have more problems now because I think on this build I didn't take the nodes. Take the nodes which are giving you rage, but I think they are far away where they are. Rage. Those are the ones. I need so many points to reach there. So I guess because of that, this build needs a little bit more of regen than what I have. What did I put here? I have toxic damage. Transfer time I put. I have only those actually. So I think I need more regen. I need to sacrifice maybe belt, at least the belt. I have one projectile pierce here, which is not bad at all. I'm wondering about those envoys of war. Attack skill damage multiplier, rage generation on hit. Those they seem pretty good for what I need. Health regenerated per rage point consumed. This is interesting as well. This envoy at war is not bad by any means. This is like attack chance critical score, spell chance critical score, movement speed, and skill cooldown. Do I want another of these? Attack skill damage multiplier, and this is 13. I think I want one more envoy at war. I think it's better actually. And I think I have one more here. Where it's my envoy. I think it's this one. Yes. Let's use this one. Doesn't necessarily. It's not necessarily important how much damage we do, but let's check it anyway as a curiosity. 3. Yeah, of course this one is better because it has damage multiplier. The only problem is that this is interesting as well with crits and so on, so okay. Imp with Garnazek, I need to do the build with that. I still need to do that build back. So and I used this one before, which by the way, it's an interesting ring. Damage when you hit a bleeding enemy. Does anyone has to lend me a pistol with 2 projectiles? I want to test if, and I got 2 of them, but unfortunately none with 2 projectiles. I was a bit unlucky, wasn't I? Well, I guess you are very lucky if you managed to get it, so I cannot say I was unlucky. Let's see how this works.
That can't be done.
You know what? I want to use my. Oh, the damage is very good. The damage is actually very good. The only thing is like I don't like the AOE capability, right? That I don't like. And maybe what I will do, I don't need so many of those. I'm going to use this guy here. I don't think I need 3 of them, and I will use one of my. What is a projectile which is good AOE? Which has toxic. So, projectile good AOE toxic. This Iosonic Rain is not great. I can use that one because I do have an AOE setup. But is there any projectile which is very good on toxic? Daggers, bows and pistols. I don't know if it has a toxic, this one. I never use it though. Never used those. The wailing arrows. Is this nice? We don't know, right? This one, it's actually good. But it doesn't have a toxic. However, it has a bleed. But I can put it on standard. Okay, you know what? For now, let's take this. At least we know this version works. I'm not very happy about how this works, but still, I need, and I think I have it AOE already, right? Okay, let's try to make this work first. Oh, I need to go the other way around, really?
I need a breather.
Where did I lose? Why I don't put any stacks? Something is wrong. There's a problem somewhere here. Poison, where is my bleed? Or it's coming only now. Ah, now my bleed comes only from this guy here, right? Yeah, my bleed comes only from this guy because it's only damage to... Okay, to spells. So we need to fix that one. I would like to have bleed coming from those. So we didn't start this? No, we did start it. Okay. It's just something stupid which happens here.
I need a breather.
So where is the trace going to? Out to the right, okay. And I died though. I think I was counting too much on sitting. Yeah, I need some bleed before on the attacks as well.
Why fight? Peace.
Yeah. So this had rend damage, and this one felt a bit better, I think, and also had the tier of ETL. But I'm giving up so many projectiles. Now I just need to put bleed on attacks, I think. Bleed on attacks was the easiest way to do it. Out of curiosity, do I have any toxic damage? Will that be better actually?
I'm sure you'll find something that takes your fancy.
Okay, let's test this one. 3. Yeah, it's not better. The attacks. Yeah, absolutely. As I was suspecting, it's not better, which makes sense. Though fire damage, clips on block, sick. So the only place where I can put it's actually here consistently. So I need to put a rend damage to attack. Or I need to debuff all the time with my spell, which I'm not doing consistently because I'm not used to the respective one. Interesting.
Plenty of contracts to get through. Feel free to have a gander.
I don't feel well.
Customer, welcome to my humble stand.
Yeah, this is the one I was using before.
Tell your friends, Mojave's stand in the Palace District.
I need to do the both builds, by the way. I want to do both builds to compare them. And I don't want to change every time. This is consuming what? This is consuming... I don't want willpower cost actually. On the other side, I don't want it at all. Projectile, yes. Ailment. No, projectiles I have enough now, I think. Effect radius is better in my case. Skill weapon damage is not a bad thing. So this one, it's what? This is an interesting one, actually. Yes, all the enemies, I don't think it's useful. Crit damage 25%. I'm critting pretty often, but I think in high-end ones I will crit only 50%, which means this 25, it's only 12.5, and this is 15. Need to check, actually. So the question is, do I want to take this one here? Because this is actually, from what I've seen, pretty intense. Okay. Actually, we need to do some missions to get some prophecies so we can test more. I want to do something very fast. This one. Let's see how we go on this one, which is a normal one. Those are the worst one, which I don't like, by the way. Where is the other guy here? Oh, really? I need to learn how to play it. Damage is good, man. The damage is good. It's very good. The advantage of this one versus what I used to do is that the other one, I think it had a little bit more damage, but the reality is that he was dying too often. And I'm dying on this one as well just because I don't know how to play it, but this one feels so much better. Critical damage, life leads, show cool damage score. Yes. Hey, hi Cyber. Thanks for joining. I have some questions. Yeah, your build seems very, very solid, man. Very, very solid. That's a genius build here. I am trying to figure out a little bit if I know how to play it and if I understand everything correctly. But that's an amazing build. I did it last night off stream and tried to figure out. So, I don't remember if I built those like you might be. I may have some differences. I think this one it's pretty much identical. Let me see if I took something different. Here I think it's identical. I think here it's identical. Identical actually. Yeah, I think I made one change. This one you said is not working. Have you tried shadow damage with your time? Maybe it's better than toxic. I tried yesterday. This is what I said, Cargo. But the build was different. I feel like I was doing a little bit more damage, but I was dying a lot because I was not taking those nodes. I think I need to do that one in parallel. But this one, it's actually amazing because you have a shield and you block. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sela UKR. Thanks a lot for the follow. You are very nice. You are awesome. So I will test that one as well, by the way. But I need to make another character. Or I can do characters, to be honest. I can do them offline, which is easy. I will copy paste a few times the same file. I just need gear, by the way. And for gear, I'm a little bit lazy to test. I think I changed something versus yours. Give me a second. You know what? I do have a video of your build. I actually made the video while I was offline with your build, and then I was watching the video and tried to set up myself on the online one. So where do I have the go part? Give me a second. Come on, stop here. So I got those nodes exactly like in the build. Those are the same. Here's the same. I didn't take this one for now. So this is a difference versus that one. I took those here. Which is fine. I didn't take this one yet. Okay, so this one, no, because I didn't have points. Okay, those two are important because those guys are being slowed for sure. Then I want to give up 2 maybe. When you did critical, this is important because this is not as important because we are firing mostly with this one. You know what? I will give up 2 points. I know what to do. I will give up this one here, I think. This is what? This is crit chance. I will not give up crit chance for now. Score, this is 10% material. All resistance is 2 health points. What to give up? This one, it's critical chance and damage is better, or this one? I guess depends on your crit, right? I will give up. Yes, Iosonic stance, so it's always up. Yeah. So worth the while, right? So I guess for now, I can give up this one, and I can give up this one. I think that's the minimum damage I can do. I can give up this one, to be honest. You know why? Because why not? So I think I put back which one? Anointing that you get when? You get one every 2 seconds anyway. And Iosonic is not taking out of them. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, yeah, but it's up only 1 point, correct? And you get it back in 2 seconds. So that's why I'm thinking at least it's a good one to take, don't get me wrong, but maybe I can give up now and take later. So you know what? I will give up this one because I'm a damage 4. And I will pick up in this way. And I will pick up those two because those two are pretty damn good. Right? And I will not have this auto refill. On the other hand, if people noticed, this one doesn't cost me any.
I need more power.
This one either. Only this one cost me. Actually, I didn't do correctly. Okay, so let's put them back. So this one cost me 1, yeah. And this one, come on, give me rage back. One. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. Exactly. Uses that just one. So that's why it's nice to have it, but until I get enough points on this character, I think I can survive on one. Now, the question I have is, you are using this one, I suppose, to get back from the willpower to rage, right? So I assume, and to give 30% damage boost from what? From this one? Or from the fact that you put poison and from that one? Okay. Oh, it's 30%. I didn't know. I was always wondering if it's worth, because I used it as well on my my shadow build. I have practically a similar concept, not the similar build, a similar concept in terms of using consuming embers and Diosonic on shadow right the day before when you saw me, and I didn't know how much. 30%, it's quite heavy. Do you know for how long? Is this the 5 seconds? Get detected a Visotonic before and after casting. Oh, you're right. So we can do this one. And 60. Why it goes to 60 now? 63. That's interesting. 66. Oh, I think it's a lag in the way it's working, right? Now those points generated. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's harder. I need to get, if I want to see exactly that one, I need to get rid of the rest of this. Fair enough, but we'll not do the test now. Okay, that's absolutely fair. Okay, so I think my only problem was with the willpower, because I was not necessarily used to use that. In the build I was using for the shadow, I got enough rage generation and enough just click.
Not possible.
Oh, just click here. Oh, so I can use Amber. Yeah, maybe it's a lag there. Yep. So, I guess the question is, do I want to keep this rend to spell, or I have a better option to add rend to... I would add, to be honest, rend to attacks, because that's my main attack. So I'm not very sure what will be the end. I can have rend on amulet, but I don't. However, let's see if I found a good amulet. Good amulets, please come to me. What do I want on an amulet? I think I want whatever. Where are my amulets? Amulets. So this one is what? Shadow. Rend. So this is an option. Material, blah, blah, blah. Toxic, physical. Toxic, physical, rend to attacks, physical to attacks. This doesn't have damage though, so I don't think this will be proficient. Sacred material, physical ether. Ren doesn't scale on weapon, so it's slightly better to have physical on weapon because the roll on amulet is lower. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I got you. That's fair. Ren to attacks. Okay, let's look at this one. Ren to attacks and spell. No, and Ren to attacks only. Nothing on spells. I'm not necessarily checking everything, but I will just compare them a little bit. Projectile damage. This is very cool. Sacred, and that's it. I don't think I have more. What I do have here: rend to attack, shadow to attacks, occult, and rend to attacks, occult, and so on. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few. I use this one, and I don't know if this is the best one for this build. I used this one in the previous bleed because I wanted Pierce as well there. Now here, the question is, what's my best amulet in general? Let's look actually. So material, I have material here, but nothing else. I have some physical to attacks, which I think is good. Critical damage is good. Two-handed weapon damage is bad. This one is toxic, material damage, spell cost reduction, not that bad, but it's not defense, attacking anyway. And this one is physical to attacks, 12. I don't know how good is this. Do you know the damage is one-handed weapons? Is as good as the damage? Material damage. This is an interesting one but it's to spells, so our main damage is not the spell. Material damage. Physical to attacks, spells, 12 projectile, don't critical chance. This is an interesting one to test. An interesting one to test. Toxic to attacks, sacred to spells. One hand damage should be the same. Yeah, I thought the same. I haven't tested, so I'm not very sure. That's why I was asking if you know. One hand melee doesn't scale. Ah. Oh, great, an ad. Oh, damn it. I will stop. Okay, we'll stop for the ads. I think I put 30 seconds. Okay, cool. We have only 30 seconds of ads is the minimum I was allowed every 1 hour, which is actually strange. I'm streaming for 30 minutes and you guys had an ad because it says it's 30 seconds per hour. Maybe you had 15 seconds. I don't know how it works. It's like a little bit annoying, to be honest. So we were what? We're here. 14% critical damage and 1 pierce. That's not a lot. You don't see any ad? I guess depends on the country and might depends on the time when you join those. I have no clue how they were those days. They changed them anyway, the ads, quite some times back. And I'm afraid I have... I set them up. Yeah, and you get your own independent ads as well. Yeah, it depends on the country and so on. So it's not always the same. And now it's a mandatory practically. I cannot cancel the ads. You have to choose. Yeah. But you didn't use the disable one. I don't think you did use the disable in this case. Yeah, but yes, you disable it. Yes, you did. I know I disabled it on my build, but I forgot if you disable it on yours. So I don't think I have an amazing amulet, I realize now. What did I use before? Oh, before I was doing occult and I think I had a better one. Or maybe I put a good one on my... maybe I put a good one on my other character. But anyway, let's test those. We are not dying out of the fact that we will not get the best damage here. So we have 53k damage. And we were saying let's test 2 things. one, let's test the rend ones and see if we are close enough. I'm fine. So this is 53. This is 51. This is 50. This is 50. This is 50. And this is 52. So this 52, it's actually it's close to this one. Yes, and I have a little bit of attack and cast speed, so it's not bad. That pierce is not helping me here, but not the worst one. So let's see this one out of curiosity only. This is 52. Oh, this is not even a big difference. Oh, we do have a winner. I think that's a decent one. We will call it our winner. And now because I have rend here, I can afford, in theory, I try to figure out breakpoints for extra projectile, but I think it's kind of impossible. What do you mean by breakpoints for extra projectiles? I didn't necessarily get your thought there. Man, I don't have money. I need to gain some money on this character so I can actually try to put three attacks. The number of projectile for Zen is scaled by attack speed. Oh, so it's not based on this? On the number of projectiles here? It's only by attack speed? Oh, that counts as well. Okay. Because I was afraid it's not, and then it was no point to use them, right? But I think in your build, attack speed, have you taken all the attack speed ones? Because I think you kind of don't spec in attack speed. So maybe a question is it better? I mean, 10% toxic damage versus 3% attack speed. So that's a question. Oh, so you feel that the toxic it's better. The toxic, I mean, those are big toxic ones, right? 15 and 10%. So I doubt that 3% ones, they match 10% toxic. They might be better 3 versus 3, but those are big ones. So I do understand. I mean, we can play around and tweak. I like this one with stationary. I need to learn how to play it, to be honest, because I don't play stationary. But this is a cool one. This could be a cool one, by the way. For this build, you will take, it's only 10%, and you have only spell damage. Yeah, I need to use shout as well, right? Because I don't know. One of the things though was, in my previous build I used something which was doing shout for me, so that was a little bit different. Okay, let's test it more. But it's actually very cool versus the build I was trying. I don't know, feels a little bit less damage, but I don't think it's less damage. You know what happens? On my build, I managed to put more rage. So actually, I think I was, and I will need to look on my videos from yesterday. I think I used to be able to kill the echo from one round, right? Because I had more rage, and I feel like with this one round is not enough. Echo, it's my DPS tester, to be honest. What can you do for me today? Today you can make me some money. No money. Oh, damn it. I'm so sad. No monies. Wow, that's a nice green color. Which one? Hi, Deli. By the way, I forgot the bullets. Yes. Bullets are nice. I forgot to change the name on my... the question is where I put that file. Damn it. Give me a second. I will fix this. Need to fix it. We are not playing the bat mouse cursing spell singer, as you can see on my screen. This was the occult version. It's not the occult version of this build. This build is different, right? The one from... Okay, give me a second. Games. Where do I put this file? Where did I think it's here, right? Yes. So we are playing the Toxic Rambo. I need to find a better name, but this sounds good for now. So I suppose. Oh, my mouse doesn't have a battery anymore. Professional streamer, what are you doing? I have 2 rage cause reduction shoulder. That's 40%, right? Get them. Oh, you have rage one. Toxic rain? No, it's not toxic rain. It's toxic. No, toxic rain. Everybody says toxic rain. I want to do no, but the build I have on the YouTube. It's called. How did I call it? I forgot. Last YouTube. It's called Shady Forest Gump Looter. Doesn't sound better. Let me fix the title because now it's not centered anymore. Let's see. Properties. I want a color which is one. And how about we learn to do this better next time? Toxic Rambo. Is this centered? Kind of centered. Is this green correct? We need another green. Yes. Yes. Acid Rainbow Rain. That's better. That's better. Acid Rainbow Rain. I like it. Acid Rainbow Rain. Yes. How about we transform that in something about being, ironical acid? In this, how do I transform that rather than? I mean, we can keep acid, but we need to put something in front to feel like it's not really acid. It's like acid, like in the way he talks. How would you say that? Because on the other one, I was saying bad mouth, but I don't know if it's the correct one. So my mouse will die soon, I think. By the way, let me check. I think this mouse has a battery, doesn't have a loading. You know what? Let me take a 1 minute break. I will change the batteries to my mouse and I will take as well a cup of coffee. You don't know how to do that? You see, that's tough. Taking a title for such a build is not an easy job. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I will change batteries and also I will take a cup of coffee. Be right back. Bad breath acid rain. Ooh, you are close. You are close. Okay, back. We do have batteries. Let me check in if my... Yes. Full on batteries. 1 month of playing, probably. What did we say? We said, let's go here. Let's attack this lieutenant, by the way.
That leaves us with an opportunity to get ready.
Yes, baby. Nah, it's a spin to win build. It's very similar to the shadow one I used. Oh shit. This is so cool. Oh, we have a mini boss. Where is that guy? I don't see him anymore. Oh, this is the guy. Ah, this was fun. Pounded a solid 4% rage per 100 and crafting on willpower regen 40 material and some dodge and replace my other one. Wow, this sounds freaking huge. Yeah. It's freaking huge. I'm taking spolders nowadays and boots. I think because I was missing yeah, if you give away stuff for multiple builds, I will plan to do absolute. I take everything. Shamelessly. After, free to play Neverwinter, I don't take anything. This one is like shamelessly. Yes. Give me everything. Okay, shameless. So we got what? What's this? Lighting getter to spells, blah 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 blah. Not the worst, not the worst. So I need to sell them, by the way. Attack crit chance, lighting speed. I have a question though. Does anyone knows when you increase the quality, how much material physical damage you get? Because I'm always wondering, what do you want to keep? So if I'm looking to this one is not great, right? But let's assume you have the 68-87 lighting damage on attacks and spells. If you go and upgrade the quality, and I upgraded a few, but I was not paying attention, I'm afraid. So it upgrades the tier of lighting. Practically, you go to the next tier of lighting. Oh, really? So practically, if I have there three damaging ones, and I upgrade it, I am guaranteed to take a huge total damage one? Doesn't depend on anything else? Okay. But you know the material one you have, 4192. You see the 4192. Is that the same on all of them? I don't think so, right? It's still, you still need to be lucky to get that one as a base high. What I'm trying to understand is, how do I know? And let's say don't look at the 6 attack critical chance and 30% weakness, right? How do I know if this is a good base versus another one? Is that 4192 who's going to tell me? That's a little bit confusing for me in terms of what we keep. Yeah, that's somewhere there, because I used to keep, and then I realized that I don't know. For example, if we are looking to the stuff I'm keeping here, right? Probably this one, for example, right? If I take this one, or maybe this one, right? Quality 3. I know for a fact that a dagger, which is a good dagger, should reach around 350 damage. Correct? This is what I've seen. A good dagger should reach 350 damage. Now, the question I have, if I have, and I ruined a few daggers probably myself. If I have 3 damaging ones, so rend damage, lighting damage, and let's assume that I'm getting another one, is that enough to guarantee I'm going to reach to 350? That's the question. Or do I need to look to the material which has initially and based on the numbers there to decide? That's my biggest question, actually. To be honest, I can do offline a test and I will do it, but I didn't have time. And probably this is what I should do. Rather than asking. Elemental damage multiplier. Do I have money? What? 60? What the hell? How do I transfer money from my main character? Do we have a specialty? Hey, hi, Cyber. By the way, Cyber, do you know? I was asking the team here. Do you know something? For example, this weapon. The 3487 physical. Yeah, you can't. Start a conversion quest and hop on an alt. It's share boards mission. Oh yes, I can do a conversion. You are very smart, sir. Yeah, I got the point already. That's absolutely smart. We can do that. Quick question. So the question for Cyber, because we didn't know. If I have a weapon which has, for example, already 3 damaging mods. So let's say it has toxic, lighting, and something else, right? Will that guarantee that I will reach to a weapon which has 350 damage when I'm going to make it legendary and quality 5? Or is still going to depend on my base material, which now is 3487? I'm trying to figure out how to make sure. I mean, I kept this one thinking it's a good for crafting, for example, right? That's why I kept those 2 here, right? Because I thought, well, this sounds good for crafting, but I have no real. Now, the roll tire won't upgrade. What do you mean by the rolled tire? The 3795 here? $60.80. Yeah, but this tire 12 $60.80, it's coming from quality 1 already? I suppose it does, right? And the 3795 physical, is that also tire 1 to tire 12? Oh, the base physical. So that one, the 3795, it's affected by the quality. Okay. And if I'm looking on the website which we are using, Wolcen DB, there, for example, for Lord Mace Piercer, I think it says 69. Okay. So as long as I have good rolls, like the ones here are decent, let's say, right? Okay, okay. So I should look anyway for those rolls. I should root for those rolls. Hi, Logic Coding. I've been doing Toxic Summoner. The only thing I dislike, there is no K-Bean to target what minion attacks, so sometimes they get very spread in what they are targeting. Yeah, absolutely. That's in the video I put. I don't know if I mentioned that. There is no way to target. So I think the way I am doing, and this is not my summoner, by the way. The way I'm doing it, you go close to that boss, right? So you practically make sure that when your minions die, they will spawn close to the target you want them to shoot, right? This is the only way. That's why, for me, the worst thing to do with the summoner is to do sabotage. With the summoner, the sabotage is so bad, right? Because you cannot target that boss which is coming, right? The mini ones. I spent many millions on reloading this abolition mace. Oh my god. If you manage to get a third damage roll, then you'll be above 300. Yes. I think I ruined one of my... I had a hunting swarm. This one, I think... Did I craft it, this one? No, I didn't craft it, this one. This one, I found it. I think I throw the one which I... If you manage to... Okay. Do you have a YouTube? I have, but it's not toxic. I'm doing now a toxic one, and I will do the YouTube. But you can check the generic one. Abolition for this one? Yeah, probably. I'm thinking, you know what? And if somebody has, and if you trust me, does somebody has a regicide with 2 projectiles? This is what I would test. But it's true that abolition have 17% attack speed, a huge material, right? And a pretty damn good, so it's very hard to be beaten. But I'm thinking about this one because this one has material damage multiplier and 2 more pierces and quite some physical, right? No, I don't have the frost version. I have the shadow version. Logic coding is the shadow version there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the shadow version. That's the shadow version you see there. That's the shadow version. I mean, if you want very, very fast, I can show you what I have on... And I just upgraded from Shadow to Toxic yesterday, actually. So if you want, I can show you what I have, and I will try to make the guide for it this week. Okay, I will try to make it and YouTube it as well. I mean, it's not my build, by the way. Those are community builds, so I am not inventing those. But I will just present them because if I don't see them on the internet, I will just put them if somebody wants. I'm trying to give as many details. For example, in that one, there is a big, the big step on Toxic. It's when you get the headpiece. I can give you one targeting, sir, if you are okay. But give me a second. So
they all trust me so much. If they knew how little I actually deserve it.
So my Toxic is incomplete now because I have the same piece used by other one. Practically, I will show you very high level what's the Gate of Fate. So here we have... Well, What I don't like about minions is that you can control them. When the boss have the bubble sheet, it's hard to kill me. Exactly, right? It's what we were discussing before. You cannot control them. Paz, give me a second, please. If I can give it to you later, that would be nice, if you don't mind. Give me a bit. Sorry about that. Please play the game. So practically here we take Scholar, right? And then we go to Ranger, and then we go to EOS. So if you know if you see those now, they are in this way. Feels bad, I know, sir. I know. I'm a toxic streamer. Give me a second. And then you can take a print screen from now. So this is Scholar, this is Ranger again, and this is EOS, and you can take a print screen. And the gear is the following. You have Cankers, assuming you find them. You have Angas Hurt. You can go Trial, or if you don't have it, you go whatever you have. And you go to Abolitions, whatever pants you have with damage, and Odelia's March. And here you can go with Mark of Black Stuff, or you can go with Thirst. Depends on how much you want. Yes, please be toxic. Give me a second. Just my apologize. Give me a second, just so we don't jump from one to another. I will invite you in a second, sir. And here I have a damage rage and 20% damage practically, right? I had two drops of trials. I have 2 drops of trials. You know, 2 drops. I will invite you. Oh, you jumped in. Sorry. It seems like we have a problem with this. You are still in the main menu, Paz? Cyber, I got 2 trials. In the last one you can have half. If I seen his version, I didn't, I'm afraid. I didn't, I'm afraid. I don't know which. I used to have a good belt, by the way. You don't need the trial for this. I mean, you don't need trial. Is very nice for that one. But I have a one which was amazing. I don't remember which one. Paz, when you come back, tell me please, so I can invite you back. I had one with spell damage. Oh, this one, I think I had it. No, it was not this one. Yeah, targeting ring is big, actually. Absolutely. I don't remember which one I had it on me, to be honest. So let me put this one. I don't know when Paz comes back. Ring. Let's return to test that. I've been running over 60 and 80 Unix projects every single time. I spent 50 millions gone on that, but I haven't seen a single trial. But you know what? I took both, Cyber? I took them from Echoes. I took them from Echoes. Both of them. One I took it from the lowest echo. I got a level 40 trial from the lowest echo. I don't remember which one was that. It's a 60 echo or something like that. I got a level 42 or something trial from that one. And the only difference versus the big one is the resistances. Yeah, small level, whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't have resistances though. But anyway, that's not the point of the trial, I guess. I guess that's not the worst stuff. Yeah, I will do a video this week. And I will go through that. Sure, absolutely. You can check anyway the shadow one as well, because it has the same. This is the same. 55. It has the same. How do you say? No, not the same tree, the same principle of progression, right? So you can check there a few things. So let's see. Okay, we were doing until Paz comes back. We were doing what? We were trying to test more this build. No, sorry, logic. I was looking on another topic. Practically, it has a lot of explanation, which is the same, right? The tree is going to be different, but you will have the same type of logic, right? The same type of guide you want to look. You are not going to look for shadow. You are going to look for toxic and so on. That's why I'm saying it might be worth if you want to watch it. So back to this build, the reason you can kill an echo based on the rage is that you have like 40% reduction on my shoulder and you are using the attack multiplier as 1. Yeah. Yes, fair. So maybe I can switch to at least one shoulder which has rage and power will cost maybe. But this is occult. I don't think I have any which is... Oh, but I do. This one seems pretty decent. Yeah, I understand. Thank you for it. Absolutely. I will make the video anyway this week, so don't worry. Cool. So this could be good, right? 20% material damage and 16 rage and willpower reduction. This could be decent. Which one is better here? 10 for rage 20. Then 5 range 15. Do I like more on rage conservation or 19 range? I don't know what's better. I will use this one. Doesn't make much of a difference, I think. Oh, I don't have space again, really. Really. And I have 20-something percentage health regeneration rate on my legs, which means leech kicks is 0.7, which is a lot in 7. Yes. I like this build, the fact that it's surviving a lot, right? I mean, the one which I was using until now, the Shadow, is not the Shadow version. It's a Shadow Ion one. I felt very good about killing bosses with it, but on the other hand, I was dying a lot. While with this one, I have to be honest, it's pretty cool to stay in the middle of the mob and just resist there forever. So let's take a what? Let's take a Curse Breaker. We haven't done that for a long time. I don't like anything here, so let's start again. I'm going to use some well-deserved money. Worse than before. Okay, I will take this one and move on. This is worse than before. Okay, and I need to get used to play this one because I'm not used with I forget about the shout. So that's why I took the points back on crit. You have 0 points a lot because you have to restart the channel. Yes, correctly. So for AoE, It's absolutely clear that you need to do that, because if I restart, right, and especially for this dungeon, right, because in others maybe you restart less. But you're right. Oh, and I died because I was not paying attention. Good stuff. Oh, we have a big... Why do I have... Oh, my attribute points. I didn't reset those. Actually, you are right. I haven't looked on those. I didn't have money. Well, we'll not finish this round, I suppose, with me forgetting to press the right buttons. I think I had mostly in agility and ferocity. And just a bit to... And also, I don't think this is the map where this build shines. $90k HP. I guess you put a little bit into toughness, right? While I haven't put too much. What? Spin to win. Yeah, and you might be right. Because they are coming from one direction anyway, right? Yeah. You are absolutely right. It's impressive that this without a pierce, it's making such a easy straight line AoE. I'm impressed on that piece, to be honest. I thought if you delete the pierce, it's going to be actually awful in an AoE environment, right? That is not. That's pretty good. Since he's somehow white line, some projectile missed the one mob and hit the one behind. Yeah, actually you're right. Maybe that's the reason, right? You are absolutely right. This is the reason why I feel so good, while I thought it may be actually very bad. You're right. They are missing them, and they are so powerful that they are killing them in 1-2 projectile anyway, and as a result, the rest of them are going to hit the next one. I think that's the case. Yes, you're right. Azzy, are you still there, sir? Shit, he died. Hey.
That looks powerful.
I don't even have the spinny one on my bar. I went with 3 golems for extra damage reduction. Yeah, I've seen that. And I felt like when you are in an AoE, I kind of need the spinny one. But I understand what you're saying. And I guess you're right.
Gotta catch my breath.
Not really needed. I was thinking about, you know, onslaught type of map, which the spinny one feels pretty good, to be honest. But I guess even there, you don't sit in the in the center, right? And you just rotate a little bit. I guess I was just being lazy, saying that, you know what, I'm not going to rotate. We had only those, really? Let's do an echo. But let's fix though the let's fix the HP, right? Do I need to do this thing? Okay. I'm looking for spoilers anyway.
Come back, my lord. Stormfall's recent developments.
Correct. That's why I was trying to figure out if is there any other projectile skill we can use for AoE. I didn't actually look. I was thinking I need to look and see alternatives, but I haven't actually.
I feel stronger.
Stronger. So
Come again.
my points are a bit in toughness, a bit in agility, and a lot in ferocity. All the other, even for AoE, because AoE iOS for AoE doesn't feel good, exactly as you said. Even now, with so many projectiles, they still meet a lot. So I was hoping we do have another projectile. Gunslinger, this is a channel one I don't think we like. Havoc Orb. Does it have... Oh, it doesn't have Toxic though. It has Ren, but it's not what we want. Phantom Blades. Is this cool, Phantom Blades? But it's not going to be as... Oh, no, it's fine. You don't need that much ferocity? Yeah, probably I will move 300 maybe, thinking to... Yeah. Is this good, by the way? I don't know if it has... if it has on there. You cannot spam. Well, I guess we remain on that, and I will try to use this version though. So, how much I need to reset? 498. I will take the advice of... oh shit, I didn't move the stuff. Yeah, I haven't used those, so I need to play back. I need to move some gear, right? Because my summoner now, it's toxic as well, and we share the gear. So I will come back to you. I need to move at least the headpiece, right? The headpiece, we need it anyway for the toxic summoner. Okay, so we need to give back at least this piece. And I think we should be good, right? What allows you to toxic or not fitting classes? There is one headpiece which is allowing you to do that. The tooth whatever. I will show it to you in a second. And the same exists as a pants for shadow skills. Let me load now because I was just changing exactly this piece. I was changing from my Toxic Rambo. I mean, you'll find pieces, right, with swords, for example, who is allowed to use a specific skill. And you'll find even staffs, from what I know, which allows you to use. I think we have one even here, right? So, for example, this one, you see, allows the bearer to use fire skills. This one allows the bearer to use shadow skills. So you'll find them. However, the one which is better in general is this one, the worm tooth. Because this one allows you to use then 2 weapons, and because you have 2 weapons, you'll have a much higher DPS. So that's why people prefer to use the worm tooth versus, for example, I could use, as we said before, this one. But if I move this one, and I will not do it now, but if I move this one here, I will lose a lot of damage. While it's a good weapon, by the way, it's still not as good as 2 abolitions. So kind of that's the, yeah. Yeah, helmet is better because it allows you to use 2 swords. And if you use 2 swords, then yeah, you have a lot of attack, right? And the same for Shadow. For Shadow exists this one, Veiled Eclipse. Shadow-based spells that use rage instead of willpower, right? And allows bearer to use shadow skills. So it's the same. If you do a shadow build and you want to use 2 swords, then you kind of want to have this one. This one is a little bit worse than this one because it also has minus material damage multiplier, minus elemental. So if any of your base damage, and in general base damage is coming, I think, right, from physical for some of the builds, you may lose some DPS here. You may lose some DPS. You get it after that because you use 2 weapons, but you can see, for example, we can make a short test. Right. So if I put, where was the weapon? Shadow. That would be very strange though because I don't have shadow. Yeah. So if you look here, and this is a messy build now. Exactly, Cyber. This is, as I was saying, exactly applies. So practically you lose, right? So if I'm going here and I'm checking my, right. So now the damage. Anyway, now the damage is 94, right? And I forgot to take the Veil Eclipse just to prove a point. So we go back. So we see here the damage is 94k, right? If I put the Veil Eclipse, the damage goes down to 71, amazingly, right? But because I have the Veil Eclipse, I can put those 2, and damage goes to 152. So even if my Veil Eclipse is cutting from the damage, now I can use, because of her, I can use 2 weapons. So even if you lose here, you win a lot because of those, right? So it's 152 versus something like 98, for example. Again, this doesn't apply for me because this build now it's on Toxic. And without the rings. But you have to change in the summons damage type. Yes, I have to change the High Dark. Yeah, the question, the topic was about how do you use Eclipse and what it's happening. So I'm not changing them for that reason. It was just an example that this Veil Eclipse, it's lowering the damage, but because it's allowing you to use 2 weapons, in total you get damage. So that was the discussion, not necessarily that. So what we were saying we have to do. We were saying that we need to legendary. We need to move some cash from here to the other guy. So let's do create gold. Create gold. Create gold. Oh, I don't have I'm poor here as well. So we do create gold.
Have something you'd like to
Here. Warcraftive, thank you for the follow, sir. That's very nice of you. Why Livor Mortis of Shadow Affinity? Skulls with occult damage and other pets don't. But they do, don't they? You think they don't? I don't have the Shadow build anymore, I'm afraid. I just switched to Toxic. I think what they don't do... No, they do. They do. I was testing last week when I was finalizing the build, and they do. How did you see that they don't? But you need to change this one, right? You change this one to Shadow. This is anyway. This they scale very, very slow in comparison. But you know what? The others are scaling very well with the... Yeah, exactly. And the tooltip for Archer, it's actually bad. So it might be, this might be a reason, because you don't see them. And also there is another point. Anyway, to be honest, you want to build your archers, because your archers, first of all, they are 3, right? So you get 3 times more damage than the tooltip. And the second of all, you will get anyway more projectiles. So it's even more important the damage from them, right? What we were supposed to do. So we did this one so we can switch back and get 1 million there so we can change our build. Change character. Let's go to the Dart. Toxic Rambo. Toxic Rainbow. We did though an interesting test yesterday on stream, because somebody was saying that the archers on Toxic, they don't scale with the 20% Toxic from your support slots. And somebody was saying it's working, but it's not showing. So we did a test, and guess what? They were not showing and they were not working. We've been to the Echo with 1 arrow and 1 single... I forgot to move my headpiece, right? Yes, I did. I was smart. And we haven't seen any difference in damage. So that 20% damage on was not making any difference. And I don't know if we tested wrongly, but we tested quite a few times, and the damage was always around 220k per arrow. And that was it. Nothing else. So I have no clue. What was good and what was not good. So I guess the only way to test, the way we tested it, is you put yourself only 1 archer, only 1 arrow, right? 1 projectile, and you don't change anything, and you just go into an echo and see how much damage you do. That's the way we calculate. I don't need anything from here, just making sure, because I'm changing between characters 10 times. So we finish that mission, we make some money, and hopefully we will be able to beef up a little bit our character. This one, play. By the way, Cybertop, do you play only offline? Oh, my naming it's wrong, really. Yersinyabad, thanks a lot for follow, sir. Do you mind, Cybertop, if you don't mind, to send me your characters and as well the loot, the personal chest one? Why I'm asking is because I am trying to test some stuff, and the only way to actually take uniques is either to farm them, either to figure them the names and edit the files, and it's taking so much. So if you have the files and you can send, that will be so cool, because I want to do some crafting testing and so on, and it's very easy offline, right? I can put myself so much coins there and I can actually test stuff, while here it's I cannot afford. So we put this one back. Now we should be fine. Let's sell all the crappy stuff we have here. Frost, Ether, spell damage, freeze, critical damage. Nah. Elemental damage. Attack speed, ferocity. Attacks and spells though. Elemental attacks and spells. I think this could be useful maybe only for an elemental summoner. Let's not overcomplicate things. We don't have space anyway for anything, so... okay. Good stuff. Available. Okay, so we do what? We have this gold part. Okay. Never heard of it. Are you sure? Warg? We have Warg and Gomorrah, really? Really?
There you are.
Warg and Gomorrah we like. I put the chest in the driver version. Okay, perfect, sir. I'll do. If you have other characters, that will be great as well, because I would like to have more uniques and blah blah blah, right? To test stuff, or even not uniques, right? To be able to test crafting. So let's see. What do we do with our new guy? We need to do something very hard. Oh, this is amazing! Thank you, game. A headhunt was exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, I guess he died. You know what I did myself on my... I created one character by hand. And I was thinking, look, if I don't find somebody like you who would be kind enough to give me his... No, it's only one projectile. Kind enough to send me a more advanced save. I will have to actually to progress myself and get all those stuff, right? So I put a weapon of 10k damage, and I put myself a 10k resistances everywhere. So practically, I'm entering the whatever and going out, right? So everybody dies instantly. I don't think we need this one, right? No, we don't. So let's take the money. 1,500,000. So I was doing even more eagle stuff than you did. Okay, so we drop this one. So what's your recommendation based on what you work until now? I was thinking around 1,000 here. No, actually less than 1,000, right? You want some agility, I guess. Why it's 51 here? Is it base 51 already? I didn't know what it is, yeah. I'm... can you... What did I sell?
Hello there, friend. Please, browse me.
Projectile Pierce. Yes, it's not even projectile, so we don't even care. So that's why you didn't put agility, because you have a lot of agility. 51%. Yeah, if you are 50%, I guess that's pretty high. So we put what? We put... I cannot see the health though. So 30. Oh, I like the fact that this game doesn't allow you to see anything, but it's 83%. If you shout and build up the attack speed from hitting 50 enemies, you have like 100% anything. Also shout and that. Okay. So let's go to how much? Let's go to 300 actually. So this is 42k. So this goes from 4 to 4. Okay, interesting. 350, what does it mean? 45. I'm having health here, health and block here, and health here, and health here. So I have a lot of health in theory to scale up. And that should be okay. 48 though. How did you came with 95? What? Do you have health here? How much can you have? And I forgot to put some support here, by the way. Let's put a toxic. Which we don't know if it's working though. All in toughness. Ah, okay. Now I understand why we have so much. I don't want to put all in toughness. %200% health. It's overkill unless you, if you want to do, maybe, I suppose if you want to do, you know, a lot of schools, I guess you can put all in toughness, right? This is what? Oh, this is coming only 1 point every 2 of them. What? This is going very slow, this velocity part, right? Out of curiosity.
Reports show that Ariman is still rallying his forces. That leaves us with an opportunity to get ready. Steady progress.
That's fair. What you're saying is fair. The question is, do you need 90k? That was the... I need to go to... just to check inside, right? Mandate is good. So if we go inside, you have 30% chance. Attack speed is not going down? What? So this is 29, this is 51. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, that means doesn't, if you have enough ferocity, it doesn't make sense to put points here, because those ones, they don't go down. You get a better bang for your trouble putting here, right? Isn't that fair? Would you think my thinking is wrong? I mean, the same point which I'm putting on ferocity, when I get inside those thingies, Yes, it stops scaling as well. This is true. I think you're right. So the question is, where does it stop scaling? Yeah, it seems there is a limit. I don't know if it's a limit to the attack speed itself, but I know, as Cybertop is saying, for sure it's a limit of being effective. 400% is cap. Oh, really? But that's a lot. 400% it's caps. 400% it's a lot. You know what, boys? Yeah, Isotronic is like... So this one is the same as Ferocity in terms of it takes 1 point for attack every 2 clicks, right? That's a hard cap, but Iosonic number of projectile is based on attack speed. Correct. So the question is... Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. So the question is, when this becomes ineffective for Iosonic, if it's too much, I don't think they will speed them much faster, right? It's going to be a point where they will say, well, that's enough. I'm speeding 20 a second. Even if you put 400, you are not going to have 21 per second. I agree with you. The only way to test this is actually to go offline on a save and playing with those 10 times and figure out a little bit. On the other hand, I would like to know how far I can go here in such a way that I don't waste too much here. %30 critical chance. And those are so bad investment. Yeah. Work active, that's a little bit too much, right? Even for a dedicated player. But it's an interesting point though, right? It's an interesting point. Oh, 0.3% chance on elements. Awful. .04 much better, isn't it? So maybe we stop at 300. Around 400. .65% attack speed. And then, is this one scaled so much down and this one stays so much up? How many points to reach 505 crit in 12 summon? Sorry, how many points to reach 505 crit in 17 minutes? 50%. I'm sorry, we're captain. I didn't get your point. My apologies. You have 1.k A score, which is already scaled, and you will get like 300-400 from the gloves against poisons, which is scaled. You are talking about 50% crit. 50% crit from, give me a second. I miss your comment. Damn it. This scroll window, it's done. How many points to reach 500 crit, 50k in the, oh, how many points? Okay, I got you. I got you what you said. How many points? Let's see. My God. You see, 1000 is 440. You see? It's, and it's not hard to calculate. Every one, so it's 2 points per 0, it's 20 points for 1%. It's 20 points for 1%. So for 10, you need 1,200 ferocity, kind of like that. Check the gloves. Yeah, the gloves are giving what? Critical damage. 178 critical when you're hitting a poison enemies, and 28 critical damage. So I get 320 something, right? Score. Where is the score, by the way? Where is the score? Can I see the score here or? Oh yes, it's here. 100 and so I will get 250. No more. I will get 350 more. So I will reach around 2,200, right? No, 330 will get scale. Yes, but I'm saying, so I will, if I get 330, right, I will reach here when 2,200, let's say. 2,200, right? So I'm trying 2,200 means I will make an estimation. By the crit. Okay, it's already scaled by passive. Oh, fair. You're right. So I need to get out. Okay. And it's already scaled by passive, so yeah, it's not easy. However, generically speaking, just as an orientation, is the score it's 1834, 1836, 1839. So it's giving me like 1.5% here. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be much bigger, right? What you're saying is not 330, it's going to be 330 plus whatever I have, which will reach to, we never know. Okay. So it's much more, I suppose. We can say, let's say if it's double, right? If it's double. How many scores by one ferocity? You get half of it. One ferocity gives me ferocity bonus and then gives me attack and crit. So gives me one here and then gives me one to both of those two, you see? One here, one to both of the attack critical chances. One to ferocity bonus and one to... Oh, now I'm losing even less. No. Now it's synchronized. It's not even like that. So this is what I'm thinking. Maybe ferocity doesn't worth, and you are right to say that crit, it's amazing. No, I mean, if you put one ferocity, how the score you see in the Hoover tool? On this one, it was 1.5. So this is 34, and now it's 36.6. So it's 2.6 now. 2.6. Yeah, 2.6. It's 2.6 for each of them. So one ferocity means 2.6 attack critical chance score. Isn't that cute? So I like to know the answer to this question. How far away we can scale with agility? Because I feel like for this type of build, adding agility might be better than ferocity. And if so, we should do something like this. 400 here. 600. And we get a lot of HP as well. Do I want to put in wisdom for attack element chance? I don't think that's the case. We get it anyway pretty fast from what I've seen. I mean, with the speed we are hitting and with the few points we got, it's enough. Do I want to go higher here? Yeah, I have already. It seems like it's enough, exactly. And with so many projectiles, with so much speed, it's like, pff, it's crazy, right? How about that? How about this? $66K. Sounds solid. Okay. And we have some 8 points. 8 points it is. We go here. And this is it. So I guess now let's go. Man, this duplicate skill way of selecting, it's an amazing implementation. I don't know who created this. So now we can, oh my god, really? This is how I did it? Amazing. I think I moved the original one, right? So levers. By the way, what other buff I can use? I mean, 3 levers, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's very nice. And it's very, very tanky. You can do probably any content with it and just sit there. But do I have any buffy stuff which I can use, like blood for blood? You know what I mean. Toxic Winter Grasp. Ah, yes, you're right. So I can use it together with this one. That's smarty. Where is the winter? This is the one? No. I don't remember. This is the one, right? So if I put it toxic, I have only level 6. That's not a problem. Yeah, that's why I'm I'm so used with my AFK summoner that now we are trying to build something where I need to click. Really? Forest Gump Looter, it's a much easier build to play, right? You're right. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 every 5 seconds, right? This one, it's what? It's 8 seconds, but probably I will do 1, 2, 3 anyway every 5 seconds. Poison bleed stacks. But still, it could be fun, right? It could be fun. So let's see how it looks, by the way.
I need more
power. You need a bottom left node for grasp. I didn't set up anything. Yeah, I need this one. Fair. Actually, I need to upgrade it, right? First. Where are you, my beautiful one? I suppose you have the base color. Yes, you do. So let's see. Skill weapon damage. Area and effect. Skill weapon. Cooldown. Cooldown, it's cool actually. For what we want to achieve. Enemies killed while I have frozen by and have a chance to trigger another ice nova. This is actually interesting. Critical damage. Poison duration. You know what? Those are not bad. Duration, it's nice because this is how this build is built on, right? So I like the idea of having duration on those ailments. But they are only the ones applied with your specific one. But it's a 100% chance. Oh, actually, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent, right? It's pretty decent. It's 10% duration versus 7, and especially for bleed. Interesting. This is one cooldown, skill weapon damage, increase the area of effect. This is good. This is not necessary because we are not planning to do damage with it, right? So this is not what we are looking for. Ailment chance multiplier could be interesting. So let's take this one for now. Critical damage, not necessary. I'm looking for support one. And a node which allows to target it. Enemies killed while they are frozen by that have chance to trigger another one. This is cool. Oh, there are so many cool things here. Critical chance score. This one, right? Yeah, but what do you get? Give up. Up. Interesting. This one has so many what am I doing? Oh, it's so many interesting options, the winter grabs, I have to be honest. So many good choices. So many good choices. So this one to target. This one is a mandatory one. The target, if you want to be boss related, I guess you want to target it as well. Weapon damage we don't need. But if you target, it's for ailments. On the other hand, you know what? You don't need ailments because this says hitting a poison enemy. It doesn't says if you have more ailments, you hit it better, right? So on the other hand, I feel like I always keep poison on top of the enemies with so much speed, correct? So I'm not feeling that I should have more time on those. So maybe we can take something more interesting. This one, will that bleed them later? Area of effect. I think I like this one, to be honest. Chance to trigger another one later? I don't know how much is the chance, as usually this game doesn't say, right? No, it doesn't. So we can test this one. Not enough willpower, really?
I can't do that right now.
Oh, and he has... well, but has a long cooldown, though. Oh, it was a freeze? Yeah. Fair point. Me and reading the tooltips? Not always. Ah, cooldown. Yeah, cooldown is good. I want to pick this one, actually. How much is the cooldown down on? Because 5. And this one doesn't have a cooldown, though. So this is 5.5 probably. And this one, the shout is 8 anyway. Yeah, as you said, it's going to be targeted and so on. But again, are we doing that for this one or are we doing for ailments? Because if we are doing it for this one, I don't need to target it, correct? So I can give the one. So if I'm doing it for the buff, I don't need area of effect either. I don't need either those. If I'm doing it for the buff, those are the all I need. So doing it only for the buff doesn't make sense. So this is buff only nodes, and they are enough to the maximum buff, right? Because there is nothing else which is actually buffing here. Myself. I think Anomaly has similar buffs. The question is this one, right? If adds toxic damage. Does Anomaly has toxic damage? Anomaly is where? Which one is Anomaly? This one, right? Oh, it has toxic. But I don't think it has that node, right? Yeah, I don't think it has that one. That's interesting as well. I was playing a little bit, I don't know, on the other character, to be honest. And it's a cool one. So coming back to this one, I have 4 points. So what's the decision here? I want to use them to do what? Because for the plain buff, that's enough. Skill weapon damage or poison. This is 2. This is 2. I will take it like that. It's not exactly what I wanted, but still. And we have 1 more point. And I think we said we'll put it here. Easy. You know what I should have done? I should have, but now it's too late and I don't want to use the money because I don't have too much of them. But I should have started agility at 100, 200, 300, 400 and fire and see if we figure out if it has a better or worse speed, right? Just from the sound.
Welcome. Was
Okay.
there something you wished me to find?
Yeah. Okay. Now, give me a second. I need to pick up a glass of water and so on. Be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. We are doing what? Let's do one. Do we have any anomaly? Echo, not anomaly. What the hell? So we said what? I click 1, 2, 3, right? harsh for me to do so many clicks after playing summoners, don't you think?
Not possible.
Yeah, the stacks are staying there. It's everything is fine. Feels good. A maze. Feels good. But I didn't press, I think, correctly. I should have started with... He's doing...
That can't be done.
Yeah, so I need to fire a little bit with this one first, then to do shout. No, then to do those two and shout, I guess. I guess that's a correct order.
Time for all this mercenary work, my lord. Ask us now. Tied up in the
Really? Okay. Much better. If you just click right, it's using the you can cast temper. Oh, you think it's yeah, I can use this trick. So if you are saying I just click and trick him. See. Oh, because it's taking as a channeling one, right? Yeah, let's see if I can use both. Oh.
Can't manage that right now.
Can I use them both though? Or the other way around, maybe?
Can't manage that right now.
I think because I'm not using this one.
Can't manage that right now.
No. What nodes I use for it? Let's see. Highly sensitive terror. Really? The only thing I can take is this one. But this one I don't think is good. Check the rage cost. To change. So it's 258 and 70. Well, the question is, so this is 70 versus 84, so it's practically 14 per second. 14 per second. And here the difference is 129 versus 259. So it's 130, right? Is 130? 130. And we said high sensitivity reduction. And we said 130. So it's 10 seconds. If I keep it 10 seconds, it's the same thing. If I keep it more than 10 seconds, it's worse. No, but this one works, right? Reduce the initial rage. It does. Right? It does reduce the initial rage. And it increased this one. So the question is how much you keep it up. Right? And based on my calculation, which I just did, if you keep it up more than 9 seconds, it's better like this. And if you fire, Against the boss, I guess you keep it more than 9 seconds. I don't know.
Not right now.
Do you? But the other node does the same thing. Sorry, I'm missing the point maybe. Which node? This one? Oh. Oh. Rage cost. Like, so this is going to be better. So this is better without it, right? So I guess I can take what? Critical chance, right? Yeah, critical chance should be better. And it's 67, which is huge. Okay. Okay, let's play today, because today we haven't played onslaught, sabotage, whatever. Let's do onslaught. Take this one. And now you can cast both? Yeah, you're right. This is very slow, by the way.
Not happening. Can't do that.
Okay. Interesting. Shit.
Decisive victory.
Yeah. Feels good. I need to get... Oh, belt. I need to get used, though, to the style.
That can't be done.
Oh. I forgot the way this works, that you have to hit and kill enemies to get more rage, so... Okay. Looks good, this Rambo. So,
You should have brought a pack horse.
I don't have space, really. I'm a cheap bastard, I want to drop to take everything here.
Hi there.
That's actually very
Didn't you?
cute.
You should
Lighting damage, elemental damage, fire frost lighting. Not sure if you already know, but the game allows you to hold down a call skills instead of needing to click. Well, sorry, War Captive, I didn't get you. My apologies. It's like hold down a cool skills. A cool. What it's a cool skills instead? I suppose it's a typo. I hope. I hope it's a typo and it's not me not knowing that word. Instead of needing to. Ah, I think I know what you mean. Give me a second to choose this one. We said this one looks pretty even decent, right? No, it's all cool together with those. Not that decent. Oh yes, you said I can do that in the meantime, right? But it's not working on this one. Because it's channeling. If I do this one, it's working. But with Iosonic doesn't work, it seems to work captive. With this one, you see, it doesn't. Because it's a channeling and it keeps the CPU busy, it seems, non-stop. For whatever the reason. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of knew without knowing I know, if you know what I mean, because I did it before. Oh, Melee lucky belt is 94? Well, that's lucky, I guess. Why not? Why not? Why not? 18 material, 3 cents. Blood tier, okay. Elemental damage, occult. Let's see this one. I want to bear to use Eclipse, 19 damage, 16 element damage. That's shitty, right? Quiet of Sandstorms. I think I have this one. I'm sure I do. I will check if it's better or worse or whatever. Material, wisdom. What was that? Material resistance score. For example, the discussion we had before, right? This one has 5262 sacred damage, which I guess is tier 11 or 10, right? And it has 5863 physical. Now, my question was, how do you know is that 5363 physical it's good or not? Because if you go to Wolcen DB, it's giving you a base, but I suppose that base is for quality 1 star, maybe. And I don't know what's the step from 1 star to 2 stars to understand how much is good there. So if you want to keep this one, let's assume you have better rolls, right? I don't know how to assess if that 5863 score it's good. That I don't know. And I need to learn that. This one is what? This is whatever. Okay, whatever. So we drop everything here. Those I don't think I have space here in my checking one. This is my check to see one. And I don't think I have places either here. Okay. That's going to be a hard day to think and figure out what to put and where to put. Ring. I think this one we sell anyway, right? Yeah. Oh, hobby. It's a nice guy. You know what? Let's take those. This is good. This is good. This is endgame What is this giving? Endgame consumable. Ta-da! Endgame consumable.
Take care. Ariman's forces are moving towards our coasts. You are ready to eliminate the target?
Oh, look, a headhunt. It's great for us now to check out. Crowd control, we love this one. It's what, 215? Yeah. Okay. So we go in. We click once. And we kill the guy. Yeah, that's good. Looks pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Hello there, friend. Please Browse my wares.
Browse my wares, he said. By the way, does anyone knows how often this guy it's refreshing his items? Initially I thought it's after every time I kill Aruman, but now I'm almost sure I was wrong. Toughness, Lord my Piercer, Friendish. I know that project. But I was wondering, because I think it's refreshing alone as well. I was wondering, was it his refresh time, you know? Because I think it's refreshing from what I remember he does. I'm not checking that guy very often, to be honest, but feels like he does a refresh. Yeah, it does, but it's connected to what? I'm wondering. Can we trick him? Percent damage. Velocity. 5% damage, 8% damage, 18. Cool damage, ailment damage. Aquamarine, 50%. 10, 10, 10. Plus, tin. Okay. I forgot about this guy, I guess. I don't know what I got. Oh, this is about to come next time, or even, yeah, next time. Okay, interesting. Any golden stuff? How much money I have now after I did the... Oh, I do have... Now I'm okay, right? I'm not... Oh, let's do a lieutenant. It's cleaning pretty nice. Too bad we don't have an AoE. You know what I want to do this with this guy is to test oh my god, she's so dead. Feels very good. Feels very good. Cybertalk, thanks for the tips and the build. This looks pretty damn good. And what I like about it is that it's solid defense. Right, the one I was using, and I will still do a build for that one, by the way. I will try to redo my initial thought. That one I felt like has opportunity to do more damage, but I was kind of lacking. I was kind of dying all the time, to be honest. It was very fun, but man. So maybe I can steal some ideas from this one and put in that one in terms of survival. Maybe some nodes may help. Oh, heavy helmet, nothing, right? Nothing. Yeah, that's very good. Now, the challenge is to raise the character to level 80 again so we can do another one. So, health regeneration, material damage. I'm not even bothering if they are not max ones because I don't have space. I don't have space.
Your patronage is appreciated.
My patronage it is appreciated. Yes, thank you. For example, this weapon, right? It has two low damages, right? 55 and 36, but it has 25% material damage, which I think is maximum 40, right? So this doesn't work as a weapon. But I guess if you get two high ones and you get the same material, this may worth.
Please.
I will try offline to craft and figure out. I don't know necessarily to craft in terms of how to craft because I kind of know how to generically, but I'm trying to understand in depth what. Oh, I was doing. Okay, let's do one more.
Take care.
Headhound. Let's take a headhound and let's do. How many schools do you reckon we can do with this one? Can we do 2K? Or can we die trying? Okay.
I need more power.
Oh shit. I don't think we can do 2K. I think we will die trying. Oh shit. Well.
Here for contracts. We're never in short supply of those, not in these times. Take a look at the map.
It's not possible.
It's a huge difference, right? Yeah. It's a huge difference between 2K and 1K or 500. Yeah, 2K it's a lot. 2K it's a lot. Maybe my Toxic Summoner now can do 2K. Maybe. I haven't tested, to be honest. We just changed it. So maybe we can do 2K with that summon build. But it's very tough. And the difference is huge, right? Because you get so much damage and HP. Life Leech Apex, we have that. Yes, but summons are bugged and get the damage buff mobs get. Oh, really?
Hello there, friend. Please
Dude,
browse my wares.
games have so many cool bugs. You know, if you ever thought about playing this game or you're afraid of not playing it because of the bugs, look. Cybertop here with a new bug, which is amazing. It's actually scaling summons with the
We go way back, no?
difficulty, so no problem. I guess because they are mobs as well, right?
You, my lord. There are plenty of
Oh.
prepared. Just give the order.
Take care. Ahriman's forces are moving towards our coasts. We need to eliminate strategic targets, champion.
Onslaught expansion. Let's do onslaught.
Enjoy the fun part.
Yeah, and summon it's so easy to play because you don't need to take care of. I need to buff myself or whatever, right? What? Oh, I don't have enough willpower, really. And I will never have if I hit enemies.
Not right now. I can't do it.
Really? Where is... Hey, 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 leave me alone. I'm not your buddy. Come on, dodge, dodge away. Really? She got me there, I couldn't escape. Well, at least we finished. Why am I having this one? Let's filter. Anything which we got here?
I need a breather.
Did I inactivated this? Oh yes, I did. Interesting. 240, whatever. I don't think any of them make sense.
Please, look around.
Ration,
You'll find something that takes your fancy.
damage, leech, whatever, and so on. This one we shouldn't keep it here. We need to clean up. Man, I'm going to have another evening of cleaning up stuff, right? Too much shit here. Annoying. So, here, this is a good piece, right? We need to add one more stuff on it. Isn't that correct? Yes, it is. So here I can upgrade this one. This one doesn't work, it's not the perfect thing. Do we have something else? Occult damage. Of course we have occult damage. We play so much shadow that we kept everything occult at that time. Makes sense. So everything here looks goody. How good is that? Magic Find. I know that traditionally in all those games, most of those games, the quantity is much more important than the magic find. Would you think that the magic find is allowing us to see better? I mean, we see more legendaries and more uniques because of the magic find? Is this how it works? So you should put this one if you want to have more uniques? Out of curiosity.
My contact has found the reagent you are looking for. Take a look.
Take a look. A look.
At once, my lord. It may be difficult, I think, but not impossible.
Take care. Ahriman's forces
We
are
lost
moving towards our coasts. Ahriman's movements betray him, as well as his subunits. We should continue collecting intelligence.
Oh shit. What? I don't feel I used that correctly. Totally wrong timing. What the rumor still saying someone in Discord claimed this but haven't been tested is not true. I don't know about that because I didn't feel like my summons are so great against bigger enemies. So I don't know, to be honest. Crushing afflictions, we have these 10 times. Fire spell damage, spell casting speed, critical damage, bleed ailment damage, elemental ailment chance score. Well, and no. 25. There are some skills that sky higher of total damage bronze from attributes and summons are one of them. People too lazy to see which others are scale higher. Yeah, and it's very tough, right? I mean, me, I did quite some testing when I was doing the Sacred one. But I was doing testing on tooltip, right? So it's hard to actually go somewhere and check. Yesterday night we checked the toxic part, which was, it seems it doesn't scale. So we tested that, the fact that the toxic damage from those, it's not working and felt like it doesn't work, by the way. So I have the feeling it doesn't work. But it's very hard to test because you don't have a way of testing conclusive, to be honest. But yeah, it's tough to. This one, it's a good one, right? 2019 penance, 2019. Okay, we found a better piece. Yay! We have no space. Space, the final frontier. No space, the final, even a worse frontier. Inventory space. I wonder how much we would pay if they will sell tabs. How much you would guys pay for each tab here to have like 20? How much you guys would pay for a tab? I have so much agility. I think I got something here, right? Yeah, I got some agility from there. Okay. 50k in game money? No, in real money, in real money, in real money. I'm talking here about real money because those tabs in general in those types of game, right? They are real money. Then no, you would not pay real money. Okay. Yes, you can test by using no points and then add into just toughness attributes and see how damage points gain. Oh, fair. So you're saying, look, I need to drop everything and so on. But this is you are still relying on the tooltip, right? I just did I cannot see. points and then add into just toughness attributes and see the damage bonus gauge. Yeah, with this one I agree. We're captive fair. This one you can test. What I was saying is like you cannot test, I think, every freaking combination, right? As we tested yesterday, it's tough, right? I don't know. It feels like your summon skill with the Skull modifiers, even the boss at 10k HP, and it doesn't have 10 times to die with summons. You know what? Next time we will do this test, Cybertop. We will do actually this test. The challenge with the summon is the one I think people here was saying before, the fact that you cannot target them, right? You don't have a way to tell them kill this guy. I know. I just did a yellow match quality upgrade from 2 to 5 star. Oh, so 2 was 55 to 55 63, 65 68, 64 74, 80 85. So what this is, you get the base 10 more and then it stays on there, and he gets 16, and on the second one 63 to 65 you get 5 more, and then you get 6 more, and then you get 12 more. So it's okay, interesting test. Thank you, Cybertop. So it's what? It's between 5 and 15 on both. We have no clue. You know what I will do? I will do myself offline as well. I will do weapons which I'm interested in. I will do the knife, right? The piercer, whatever it's called, because that one could be a decent option. And I think that's all. I don't think I think anything else. Game should go back to how it used to be. A complete game, you pay for the game and everything, it's inside. Yeah, Deli Ninja, that's fair. On the other hand, those guys, if they are doing... I think what they can do is Wolcen. They got enough people now playing it, and they have this problem, of course, of quality. They need to fix the quality problem first. They need to do a relaunch, if you want, in terms of for new players, something to marketing-wise. And then probably they should say, look, this game is free now, and we do cosmetic shop. I feel like this could be an interesting way to move forward. The game is very, very cool, but their quality control was very, very, very bad. Was worse than the game was cool, if you know what I mean. The game was 100% cool, and the quality was 200% bad. So was very, very tough. But if they fix the main defects and if they do a relaunch, and I was asking because I think a lot of people will pay for tabs. Mm-hmm. You have, if you target a mob and use the summon skill, they will attack that mob. I don't feel it works that way, Cybertop. I tried and I didn't feel they do that. Maybe you are right and I was just wandering around myself, and maybe you're right. I'm not saying no. I tried that quite a few times and I didn't feel like they actually do this. So maybe we can test more. I think there is a bigger, better interval for which quality and item gets reloads in that. Okay. I know what I mean. Maybe they didn't have money to pay the quality control. Well, by the way, Deli Ninja, I paid for this game before he was released, you know? I actually paid for this game a few years back, maybe 4 years back. And I paid for this game. I bought it on Steam. And at that moment, if you bought it on Steam at that moment, you could play a bit of Chapter 1, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it was the whole full chapter, maybe full Chapter 1, maybe. And I played the Chapter 1 at that time and I stopped because it was not much of an incentive to move forward. They will attack with their action once, then goes back to the original target. Deli Ninja, maybe you are right. Maybe because I felt like it's working and it's not working. I pay for this game on camera. I was still able to rotate. That's cool. Okay. That's actually cool. Goody. So I think tomorrow I will try to make the video. No yet. Maybe on Toxic I need one more day. We didn't test it actually enough. So we test a little bit more on Toxic. And then we do a video for it. and then maybe we do cyber stop build. We do this Toxic Rambo. We still need to go a little bit up, and I need to figure out. So we have how many points, by the way? Realistically, you have 5 more points. Level 90 seems to be a dream, by the way, in this game. So 5 more points if we want to add. I think you are adding those, which are very, very nice defensive ones. And I don't remember where you spend, or maybe you didn't because you didn't have the maximum level either. So I don't know where to put. Probably in projectile we took everything. We have some projectile damage and we have some speed, I think, attack speed. Well. What? Double C, right? Oh, it's double T? Yes, it's double T. I'm totally lost here. So an interesting test will be to see the damage you do with 3% attack speed versus a 5% projectile damage. There are a few points available here and here. And we need to do a test of the speed, right? I don't know how to do it. By the way, when you change the agility here, really I'm at 100% exactly? Lol. When you change the speed, is this guy showing the average damage? Do I have any speed only? 48838. Do I have any speed node? Can give up. I think I have any. For science. Let's steal this one back. Okay. So for science, this is 48838. 48838. I take a speed, which should be here. $48838. So this average damage has nothing to do with the speed. Or maybe I reach the cap and it's very, very fair. You never know. So our test was 100% sure. That's not effect, but why is not DPS? What's that? That's damage per shot, you think? They should put a DPS, to be honest. Yeah, they should put a DPS because this average damage, you can compare it between one version and another just as high level, right? Otherwise, it's nice. Those guys, they do 25. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll need to stop here, I'm afraid, but we'll stream tomorrow around the same hour. So, thanks everyone for follows, for chatting, for advices. That's very, very cool, actually. And don't forget, if you want to join the Discord or the YouTube channel, feel free to do so. Until tomorrow, bye bye everyone.